True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
The hell was that?
You're.
What you do, what the business is. What is good? It is your boy Mel, and we're bringing the barber shop to the box office. True Podcast. Let me do my dance. That's what we got.
That wasn't well thought out, was it?
No, it wasn't. That was just
I didn't think you thought that was true. That one didn't seem rehearsed.
That's off the cuff. Ain't none of them rehearsed, though. Man. What's good, man? It's your boy, Mel. This True View Podcast. We back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office. True View Podcast, man. That's what we do, man. It's off the cuff. Just giving you just honest thoughts. Stream of conscious. Let's go.
What it do, people? It's your boy Zoe. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us as always. We back at y'all with another one, man. This was a dope one, man, but we're going to get into it in a minute.
This was good. This was a good one.
So you don't know who words are still, huh?
Mix it all up, goddamn. A little bit of something.
Everybody.
Nah, you know what it is. Once again, thanks again for tuning in to the True View Podcast. It's grown man MJ here, and we want to thank you again for your patronage. And while you're here, hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and get back to us in the end. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, fellas.
That's what's up. So today on the True View Podcast, we are covering a Netflix. I don't know if it's original or not, but it is definitely on Netflix, and it's tearing this motherfucking thing up. What is that you talking about, Lamel? Well, we are talking about RRR, which stands for Rise, Roar, Revolt. RRR. So
I was telling people to watch.
Oh shit! During the British era, Molly, a small tribal girl, is taken away by British Governor Scott Buxton and his wife Catherine against the wishes of her parents and goddamn white people.
No, she was paid for.
She was paid for. They tossed her a couple rupees. Not a roofie, but a rupee. A Rrrambo, an Indian cop who works for the British Army, for him, dude. See, I should have pre-read this. These motherfuckers can't write. God damn it.
That's why Jay ducked out, you see?
Nah, this motherfucker ain't write it right. But the British Army for duty comes first, and his very ruthless and revolutionary Indians. Oh my God, I don't think this is correct here. Hold on. We're gonna pull up another one. We're gonna put this.
You okay over there?
This ain't right.
Man, we have to switch up.
I had to switch it up because homeboy, like, he dug into it. Number one, he giving away too much of the movie, but number two, this motherfucker don't know English. So yeah, RRR, a fictitious story about two legendary revolutionaries and their journey away from home before they started fighting for their country in the 1920s. That's it. See, that's why I wanted to read the long one, but this motherfucker ain't read it out right.
Yeah. That didn't give you much of the story either, though.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like we could dive deeper. I could, translate what this motherfucker was trying to say, but we gonna do that for you regardless. So just keep listening to the episode. We gonna keep moving it right along to, what is that you say? The flavor. Oh. Yeah. So I will say, before we even start, when I first looked at this movie, I saw 3 hours, right? I was very nervous. But what helped to lull me in was the very first scene. You have a young lady, Molly, who is singing, and it helped to just calm me a little bit because the beat was fire, the music was slapping. These motherfuckers had motherfucking dance moves for days. I honestly say that this is this what B-boy, like, are they the original B-boys? Are they the original B-boys?
Sit back in your chair. Don't do that.
Come on, man.
Don't do that.
Come on, man. It looked like they've been doing this shit for years.
Don't do that.
It looked like they've been doing this shit for years, boy. I'm saying, like, I know the Asians that came through and the Asians done tried to steal the shit and whatever, but are these motherfuckers the originators?
Wait, these people are Asian.
I mean, like, you know what I mean. You know, you know what I mean.
They on the continent of Asia.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
no, I'm not going there with it as far
Come
as
on, man. They was slapping.
No, not doing it.
And these beats hitting. Come on, man.
They don't have enough drum in their music, bro.
But how many times have you played that?
Boom bap.
Meet me in the high. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know that Jay-Z track was fire.
Come on now.
You know that shit was fire. That's why Jay-Z sampled it.
No.
Meet me in the high.
Timberland sampled it first.
Yeah, you right. My bad.
You going too far, Lamel. I need you to calm down.
Hey, but the music did slap though.
That shit was slapping, G.
No, the music was fire. And they definitely got their own flavor.
Yeah, they do.
Not calling them B-boys at all.
Hey, them motherfuckers was killing it with that
rhetoric today. All right.
All of this.
See, no, but you got to realize that our dance moves now just began to kind of go that route where mugs is looking like they 6 years old on the dance floor. Like, that's how your 8-year-old be. And you know what I'm saying? Be out there with their dance moves. Let's be for real. All right. Like, I can remember being called out of my room to come and dance with folks. And that's kind of what it was, you know.
With the big
bunch of hopping and spinning and improvisation. You get what I'm saying? So we're not gonna call them the original B-boys. We're not doing that. All right.
It was killing it though, man.
Breakdancing was an art of its own. And it was, I'm not gonna mix the two, all right? We off topic. We off topic right now. I'm not dealing with the male bullshit. All right. But no, the music in here was dope. And I know Bollywood has their own thing as far as how they do a lot of, you know, music incorporated into the script, as well as dance routines that also are incorporated with the script, even though they are just dancing in the street. To me, when I watched it, I got a lot of Disney feel from it. And I was wondering if they do this as being inspired from Disney movies of past.
That's interesting.
I'm not sure where they get this form of film. I know our old films used to have, you know, a lot of musical breaks and stuff like that in it as well. I wondered if they're using a lot of that old formula to do these stylings of movies. And is it something that we're missing here?
Ooh. That's an interesting take, man, because this is the first movie to generate over $100 million for them, like as far as in the Bollywood category since COVID started.
So let me ask you this: was Slumdog considered? They wasn't the same category. Slumdog, Life of Pi.
No, I wouldn't. No,
movies weren't.
Those weren't Bollywood. Those were not Bollywood. Those still slapped in their own, recognition because them motherfuckers hit. But this one was the first in the Bollywood category that generated $100 million since COVID started. And you bringing it up, I didn't even think about that. Like it did kind of have a Disney feel to it, and maybe that was a big draw because this exploded. This exploded all over the place.
Yeah, I think it hit like I think the first week it made like 14 million off back or something like that.
Yeah.
And 85 million total by I think the US release. I think the US release was like March 25th.
Yeah, it's a lot of them over here too. So I'm pretty sure they pulled the taxi cabs over and everything, man. They was all listening to it. Shut the 7-Elevens down, all of that.
You gonna stop right now, dog? They had the viewings in the 7-Elevens. What you saying? That's what gave it the numbers.
They closed up the White Castle.
Better stop, dog. Because 7-Eleven is actually owned by, I think, the Japanese or the Chinese.
They all Asian, ain't they? Ain't that what you just said? That's what
I'm just saying. I said the Japanese or the Chinese, not the Hindis.
My bad. So they was more like this instead of. All right, I got you.
Dashboard shit.
Hey, no disrespect. No disrespect. It's all respect. It's all jokes, y'all. Please don't come.
Let me ask you this question also. Was the caption with the music troubling for y'all?
No.
Nah.
It kind of was for me. It kind of was for me. Because I mean, not reading it, but I felt I caught myself reading the words more so than capturing the action.
And listening.
Yeah.
I got you.
And I think the language barrier is a little bit of a thing, but I don't think it's a bad thing. So I appreciate it for what it was, definitely.
Well, that's why I watch TV, period. I got to have the captions on.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The captions don't bother me, but I just think trying to hear the music, take that in, read and watch everything all at once. It was a lot for me going on.
I get you.
I'm just saying for me in particular. On certain scenes, definitely.
In my household,
yeah,
I got 7 motherfuckers running around in this motherfucker.
So all you watching is captions.
That's all I hear. I might hear a beat here and there, and then like I'm reading the captions and shit like to follow the words. So I rarely hear the goddamn movie itself. So that shit worked.
I thought it was fire though.
Yeah, that shit was fire, man. I was enjoying the rhythm, the dances, the choreography, all of that though. Like just honestly, it was very well put together for me.
And what I appreciate about it is that I guess it falls into a musical.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. It didn't feel like a musical at the same time. Like I didn't get bored with it until the very end. The last one I kind of was tuning out because I knew the movie was going off.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, okay, I sat through 3 hours, it's time to stretch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I really wasn't. I was kind of losing it on that.
I was still intrigued then because of the fluffy hair. I was like looking at old boy that played Rrrambo. How that motherfucker's hair just kept like it was just bouncing. Like the hair had its own choreography on top of what Rom was doing. You ain't gonna go with me? Come on, man. Somebody who getting in this boat? Cause that motherfucker's hair was just the whole time.
Hey man, all I know is they bust out the Murrays, dog. The Murrays, nigga.
I was saving that for the look at me, dog. I was saving that for the look at me, dog. I was saving that. We're gonna come back to that zone. We're gonna come back to that.
Man. Oh.
Definitely gonna come back to that. Nah, anything else on this flavor though?
Nah, man, the shit worked.
One question. They had the CGI with the animals. Did that work for y'all as far as the sound effects and everything else too? I thought that was kind of slick how they would flip in because you would even see the people be CGI, like when they were running on that roof and everything as well. Yeah. I think a lot of that only worked because of the music and sound that was with it. You kind of
See,
got immersed into that. I had the speakers loud on this one.
I gave that shit so much grace because of the genre, right? So,
Okay.
because with Bollywood, like you get used to just this big absurdity of shit, like
Yeah, big backdrops, back
Just-
screens, or whatever. Yeah.
everything just overacting and all of that. So I gave a lot of that grace, but still with the rhythm and the beats that they were playing, like everything just looked so much smooth, like so just
Yeah.
it worked.
That's what I was trying to say.
Everything
Yeah.
everything gelled.
No,
So,
we
yeah,
can
let's-
move on. Yeah.
All right. Did we find any shortcomings with it?
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it.
I guess the one question you got to ask is, could this have been a shorter movie?
It could have, but the length of it makes sense because you're telling two different stories of two different people. Ram and
Completely, though.
Yeah.
You get some complete stories with this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Man.
the full shit. And the fact of the matter is these people actually never met in real life. So this is a big what if. And to do that and to bring that to people, like especially people of America, we really don't know the backgrounds of these people and the height of or how people feel when they're looking at this, right? So people of India and stuff, they know the backgrounds of these people, and they're saying like, hey, if these two people met, this is why it was such a big ordeal, right? So they have to take the time to build all of it. They have to build this out and build out Bahim. They have to build out Ram's backstory in order for Americans to really understand this, right? So yes, I feel like it probably could have. It would have lacked a lot of nostalgia for the people of India, and it probably would have lacked a lot of understanding for the people that don't really know the backgrounds of these people if they cut anything. But if they would have made it more action and even more explosions or whatever, you wouldn't have minded much if it was shorter. So yes, it could have been shorter. I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as I did if it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I think that's what. Go ahead, Zo. Go ahead, Zo.
I was say I get that because that was the only reason why I scored it a 4. It took me a couple times to watch this. Just having a hectic schedule at times, I just passed the fuck out. But once I was able to fully get into it,
that's that meat you been eating, nigga. That the deficit been setting in, nigga. You didn't got a little slot in the system, dog. That's all.
That's that no sleep, boy. I'm like, damn, man. Like,
He said, I'm out here grinding.
But once I was able to sit and get into it, I fucked with it. But hearing, you know what I'm saying, your take on that, I get that. I understand what you're saying.
And that's kind of where I was at too, Lamel. It was like, it's intimidating starting the movie and knowing you got to go 3 hours plus.
Yeah.
To complete the goal with the movie. And it's like, ooh, okay, I got to put aside some time. I got to really be ready. I got to have, And I hear what you're saying as well, Zo, because my first time sitting through it, I fell asleep probably about 2 hours, 15 minutes into it. So I just came back and finished the last hour. I just started an hour and a half and just watched it then and watched the rest of it. And it wasn't that it was boring or anything. I was on some Zo missions, you know what I'm saying, full time. And
so I don't mean to like cut you. I'm sorry. Wait, I don't know if you're my bad.
No, I wasn't finished. But go ahead.
You knew he wasn't finished.
Well, he paused for an extra long time, so I wasn't sure, and I want to give some pushback.
But do you know what I'm even getting to though?
By all means, you know what, sir? By all means, do your thing.
He just want to come in and push it. This motherfucker just want to come in and push it.
But you can't, like Lamel was saying, no, you can't finish this story in no hour and a half, 2 hours, and tell the full story that we get. Only way you would do would be cutting maybe a couple of them dance scenes or something like that. But again, you don't get the culture if you do that. You know what I mean? You don't get that type of influence from it. And being able to have this type of storytelling, we did The Offer, which was going over The Godfather, which was another 3-hour film that we had to sit through. It's like I think it's a short bus because it's the length and it's the time conflict type of thing, but at the same time, it's the only way to tell a story sometimes.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jay, my bad.
Nah, you're all good, man. So the only thing I was gonna say was I realized that it was a lengthy film, right? Like I get it. However, for me, God's honest truth, didn't realize it was 3 hours plus till 2 hours into it. And the only reason why I even realized that it was 2 hours into it is because it was around the time my daughter would have started getting sleepy and I needed to like start coasting her into her nap. That's the only reason why I even noticed it. And like, so for me, the length of it, given all and I think we all kind of agree on this based on what I jumped back in on, is the length of it kind of made sense given all the twists, turns, and the complexity of the push and pull that they were telling in the story. Like to do that in a short, 2 hour, in a 2 hour movie would be short. So you needed that extra time.
If it was a short film, this would be Face Off.
But right at the scene where they're like facing each other, you know what I'm saying? Like it would just be that. The rest of the movie would have gone like to the rest. But no, I get what you're saying. But at one point, I found myself starting to like try and look at the whole film as an Easter egg to try and predict like, yo, okay, so maybe they're brothers and maybe this is the situation. Because it had gone on so long, I was now beyond invested in the characters as characters, but like I'm invested in their individual story. Like this shit blew my fucking mind. And then because of the length of the movie, you get to a point where maybe you start relating certain scenes to your personal life while watching the movie, whereas something like that is a little bit more, even with The Godfather, was retrospective, right? Like you watched the movie, then thought about it. But with this one, it was kind of like, as you're watching the film, it kind of gets you there. So
no, I get what you're saying there, Jay, and we're not complaining about the duration of the film at all.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was just something I was asking, like, could it have been told in a shorter than 3 hours? Could this have been done shorter than 3 hours?
I feel like my limited answer to that was no.
No, but you're on point with kind of what everybody else kind of felt as far as the duration had to be that for everything to really be explained and everything to be thoroughly, played out. It's not necessarily somebody telling you some folklore type shit.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? You're getting the actual scenery of it.
And to me,
it's putting you in that film. I didn't really feel the duration of the film. Like you said, you looked up around 2 hours, like, dang, I got a whole nother hour.
Yeah, and I got to put this baby to sleep.
Yeah, I got shit to do, but no, this shit is fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I had responsibilities, I would have kept going. Like, if this was one of those, like, baby went down at 7:00 and I started it right then, that would have been my night easily. And I wouldn't even have been mad or even thought about it because it was just like, it was genuinely enjoyable for me. You know what I'm saying?
When I started playing this motherfucker, my wife was excited. Like, she's like, oh yeah, we can sit down, we're gonna watch this together. And she saw the length and she was like, well, all right, you have a good night. I'm gonna get caught. She ain't even want to fuck.
Nah,
See, they're not
I had to
invested.
drag
They're
my
not
girl
invested.
into this kicking and screaming. Like we was sitting here together. I was like, look, I'm finna put this movie on. You're going to watch it. I don't really want to now. No, I don't. Nah, we finna put this on, man. Sit back. And instantly, the movie grabs you instantly. Like what Mel said with the opening scene with the young girl singing.
Yeah.
To the drama that goes on right after that.
No time wasted.
The movie, the movie
wasted.
grabs you immediately. This was like, and like Jay, you missed it in the flavor. I was kind of comparing how the Bollywood style is to like Disney.
Yep.
I was like, bro, this Disney on steroids.
Exactly.
Throughout the movie,
Exactly.
I was like, bro, this is
the only difference
hard.
is they had an opportunity to get whole girl back. There was an opportunity. God damn it, Disney. They would have just killed her ass off or killed the mama. They would have killed somebody.
Somebody would have died. Well,
right away.
So this is the thing that I don't know if anyone touched on it, but like this is kind of serendipitous because I think they were talking about like on other podcasts that I listened to. They were talking about something. I crushed that, right? I crushed that, right? Say it. Say it. You proud of me, right? You proud of your boy? You proud of
Hey, we gotta send him back to the Capitol again. We gotta put him back in his homeland. Yo, I'm sorry.
Hey, he knew he hit it.
Flowers,
He knew he hit it because he started doing the rock.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for you out, Jay. I'm sorry. That was impressive, dog. Go ahead.
But like they were just talking about Bollywood, and what they were saying was that there was kind of like this switch in how they create the movies, and that it's like it's not so much fantasy as they're coming back to the realism, or they're coming towards the realism of Western culture, because like traditional Bollywood was basically escapism in that your life is like it's probably hard for the average.
Oh, it was still a lot of fantasy,
right? So that's what I'm saying is like this is almost like an ode to old Bollywood, and I kind of fuck with it. Like I don't.
It ain't no kinda about it.
I won't. Like I high key fuck with it. Like
I'm in. Goddamn it, this shit.
But this now makes me kind of wary about approaching the new version where they're saying like things are a little bit more realistic and it loses that mysticism. And I'm just wondering if that essence of the films just won't become that more enjoyable because we're basically watching the same shit we would watch in the States with fucking subtitles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are they making a mistake by straying away from shit like this?
No.
The industry. No, you don't think so? You think evolution is necessary?
Evolution is necessary, and I think they did a very good job of blending both realism and fantasy together.
Well, the realism to me is in the story, not in the actual execution. Like that battle that you gotta like make, and then the guilt you feel when you judge based on not knowing the full story. Like that to me, that's the entire cancel culture that we've had to endure for the past couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and when you I was gonna say when you lean into other cultures and things like that, you kind of get newer stories as well too. I think that's
absolutely a fact because I think that one kind of takes, if for nothing else, like keeping that true essence and not trying to switch away to like Western culture is necessary in order to like keep the people in check and kind of like humble yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to embrace other cultures. But no, like...
Well, not necessarily that. Not necessarily that. As far as keeping Western cultures in check, I would say that it amplifies certain messages of Western culture to show that these struggles are fought in other cultures as well. And, man, this movie had a lot of little messages to it that I think relate to a lot of American society, I would say. And like you were saying earlier, in watching the film, you kind of start to realize certain things in your actual life that have occurred in what you've watched over the 2 hours. You start putting pieces together. It's like, yeah, this is relatable across borders. So I don't think it's a humbling thing. I think it's a thing of revolution. Like it's a thing that pushes the people more so than humbling.
No, you're absolutely right. Humbling was probably the wrong verbiage to use at that point, but that's
you got off with that serendipity.
So the obvious look at me is like whoever was working there, like that string shit from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That man is that is the true legend of this film. Like,
yeah, I said that watching it. I said a lot of strings.
Because for homeboy to throw a bike at you, brethren,
that shit was hilarious.
Mind you, he stopped that shit. Now, there's a few things that I want to point out. Like, I know I ain't gonna fucking Diddy the situation, but I just want to point out a few things. When he finally in that one of that big battle scene. Take that. Did you say take that? That went over my head, and then I was like, he's laughing too hard. He said something. In that battle scene at the palace, when he finally got the chains and he was whipping the shit out of that
man.
Yo, man. I was like, I found myself like with my baby trying to put her to sleep. The same baby I'm trying to put her to sleep. I'm like, whoop that trick. I'm like, get him. Like, but by then you're 2 hours in. You're beyond invested in this guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, back to like the short bus, I feel like that story. That pace was just fucking right. But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite fucking scenes. That and when he caught, excuse me, when homeboy caught the bike mid-spin and it just shut the engine off.
I died. I straight up died. Then he turned around and cracked somebody with that motherfucker, dog. I died.
On the floor, bro. This was pure comedy. I mean... Yeah, no.
I don't know if I like that part better or the part when he had homeboy was on his shoulders with the 2 rifles and the reload
right there. I was like, okay,
the reload. That was my part because I was just about to be like, oh, they got these movie star guns. And that motherfucker said, click, click. I was like, oh, hell no, they reload. Oh, hell.
And he missed his stride. Hey, yo, this man was doing like stops and turns. His pivot game is bellissimo. Like, bro. For real. Like,
homeboy didn't skip leg day. The other guy's core was on fleek. God damn it. Do they even say that anymore? But still.
Man, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. It like,
I was like, God, there ain't no way. Cause I was like, damn, man, like you got to be strong as shit to be taking all these turns and shit with 2 guns.
And barefooted. My man was working with real foot bottom, like not like the bottom of your feet, like foot bottom, yes. Like foot, like that hard encrusted foot bottom, like brethren. And people like that can't even come in my house. My brother wouldn't let them in. Like
you goddamn hardwood. You scratch on my hardwood floor.
Hardwood, my tile.
Hooks you got.
My tile. They're gonna regrout my entire tile work.
Goddamn horseshoe hoofs on this motherfucker. Sorry. What other look at me's we got, man? Oh, the fact that it took $44 million, American dollars, for them to actually make this movie.
Took $44 million. They already got 100 back.
Yes, sir.
Sound like a flip to me.
Yeah, it do.
You also got to remember that the people that are going to see this. It's like literally 1 billion of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is, I don't know if this is still true. Allegedly, the entire movie industry in India is monopolized by families. So it's heavily nepotism. It's heavy nepotism. So it's like, this is all generational wealth. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like Hollywood.
Why he always gotta make me sound like yo, Mike has a way of making me sound like fucking straight Disney, son. Like innocence in his eyes, like don't know the real world. Like, yeah, motherfucker, that's just how Hollywood works. Like yeah, okay, Captain Obvious. Like, what the fuck?
God damn.
No, but
No, I honestly wanted to focus on the story of Ram and what was his name? Beam?
Bahim, yeah.
Bahim?
Bahim, yeah.
Yeah, Bahim. Bahim and Ram.
Yep.
Like I thought that was a powerful dynamic, bro.
And they were two real freedom fighters.
So it was a character who actually was trying to like spook who sat by the door in the government or the military to actually get arms to the
revolutionaries,
the tribal people, so to speak.
Yeah,
that's Ram.
That was Ram.
And Bahim is actually a tribal guardian. That's really he's a real historic character in that fact. Yes. Okay. That's even more compelling because relating to the conversation we had earlier, where we were at earlier, as far as how that story relates to America and civil rights and all of that stuff, and how we often see political figures in the form of like Uncle Tom or Coonan or you know what I'm saying, this nigga's a sucker, and we don't give them a chance in the tribal form as far as the community or RBG status.
That's that you talk white bullshit.
Yeah, that's that. Not you talk white or you kissing you know what I'm saying.
You kissing white,
but at the same time, those people in the public, forms as far as government or whatever,
for that community.
are often not given the light until they are seen doing something to shun their own community.
So there's that aspect, but I was
how the
hell you mess up aspect?
I said aspect.
No, he got that one. He got
Mike,
that one.
Mike, it's me and you versus them, son. It's me and you versus them. It's us versus them. All right.
No,
all these light-skinned bastards.
So that's what I was talking about as far as like the story of Ron. Do y'all see that as legit? Do y'all see that as like possibly what could be going on, and the real fight that happens is keeping them people separate, not letting those people,
it's like
respect and have the ideals to come together to actually have.
Anytime I see
what I saw
in Battlefront.
My bad.
Oh, you go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done.
I'll go.
Okay, go on.
No, what I saw was the you walk in the line between spirituality and military. So you got one guy who had more like a spiritual essence. He used nature as far as to fight back and all of this. And then you have one guy who wasn't very spiritual. He was more structured in military.
Secular, like the definition.
Yeah. And they capitalized on that very well with the fire and water aspect.
Yeah.
I thought that was real heavy, and they carried it throughout the entire
did not miss it. Always kept an opportunity to remind you. Like even in that battle scene where Homeboy is using the pipes from the water fountain and he has a big ass pitch. I was like, how are they constantly incorporating this theme? And I'm watching.
And he would kept pulling fire on the arrows and letting them off.
Yeah.
But no,
I was like, bro, they keep this theme rolling through the whole film, bro.
That shit was cold, man.
Yeah, that shit was cold.
And Mel, I'm sorry, we kind of like fanboyed over your point, but I was just gonna say, like, to me, Mike, to answer your original question as the story of Ram and like how that relates to like today, I think that was the point of your question, right?
Yeah, it was kind of making that point. Yeah, like
to me,
the same struggle we go through over here is the real fight is just to keep them separate.
The story of
You know what I'm
Rom
saying?
to me is like every time I see a minority group vote against their interest. It's like, hey, dummy, I'm here for you. But yes, I have to do some fucked up shit to get it done. Like, I know a lot of people isn't a fan of hers. I see that's the face. And that's the face is because we're
like,
such a cynical
Like
people.
that's tight because he really
Nigga, he literally ran through all of the people, beat them down with a baton to grab one of them, dog.
But
he legit fucked his people.
Here's my thing. All of that
it was for the greater good.
It was for not only those people that were experiencing
a greater good that he could not express
at all. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes just shut up and go with it, because
that's where you get the.
But you gotta trust me, like.
But no, that's where you get the spook that sits next to the door reference, because in that movie there was an African American male who went into the military, which I'm sure motherfuckers was talking shit back in the day. Oh, you going to fight the white man's war and the white man's army and all this other bullshit.
No, then he became like an FBI agent and shit.
Yeah, he went in and progressed and learned all these tricks and trades and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then brought it back to his people and taught it to them.
And military.
But we got to bring it up, though.
Yeah.
He literally beat the man.
He fucked his people.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But that scene was powerful.
But did you also notice
wait.
in the look at me?
Okay, sorry.
But when he's whipping him, he steps on the chain and pulls the chain back to try and get him to kneel. Like,
He's trying to end it quick, but you still beating the shit out of me in front of everybody, bro. What you talking about?
Well, he did that. He did that after like the third whip. Like he tried to make him kneel, and then they were like, "He didn't kneel."
Yeah, you trying to punk me out and shit.
Take this whip. Goddamn! I was like,
For me, what I took from that scene wasn't even the whip. It was like later on when Raheem,
there you go. Turn them black.
Raju.
These motherfucker D's.
When Raju was talking about it, and he was like, he turned the people into a weapon. Mm-hmm. Like how his ability to withstand it, his spirit,
he gave him the spirit to fight.
Exactly. And it's like, to me, that's the power in, like, that's a danger in a galvanized group. That's why, like, no, you know what? Never mind. Because I already am the problem with black people. So let me just stop right there. Like, I saw it was going somewhere.
We need to release that episode. Get that inside reference. God damn it.
But like that, we're on the look at me, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably one of the scenes that I had to, I was thinking about it for a while afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So, because it was almost as if like I was mad at the two of them, because I'm looking at it like, if you guys had just confessed what each other was doing, do you know how powerful you two would have been as a fucking unit? But then
that motherfucker was thinking.
No, but they both on some secret missions.
I understand that, but if we could just like, and that's.
But I get what you're saying. Y'all become friends and all of that shit. But it's like at the same time, as Bahim was on his secret mission, he knows he's looking for
a dude like
him. A guy. So he's like, I can't really expose myself because you about your business at the end of the day.
So that brings me to my second angle in looking at this, and like just looking at the film as a whole. It's like, who's worse, the person who is steadfast on their task, or the person who allows their own personal mission, however virtuous it may be, impede the ultimate goal that's better for everybody?
It's a matter of perception.
So you'd think it's depending on which side you're on?
It's like saying, it's definitely a matter of perception, dog.
Because if it's my purpose, if it's my own personal goal, you can't tell me it's less important than the whole people, because it's my goal. Like, I'm invested in that shit.
My goal is important to the people. It may not be for the entire people, but it's important to the people at the same time.
Especially since I'm one of the people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fuck y'all up, but we gonna come back later and help. But I gotta fuck y'all up right now, though. But don't hold that against me, because we gonna come back later.
One more thing I want to point out. In that final dance scene, right? Did y'all notice that they...
The hair?
Sure. Nah, not the hair.
The hair flop.
That poor white girl. Like...
Oh, she did.
Why they do her like that?
Hey, she did that motherfucking... That he was in safe.
Like... She had like a 5-minute delay in her moves. Her voice was clearly different than everybody else. I was like,
did this happen? Just young jock, this motherfucker. Hey, no hate, no. She did her thing. She had a little. Oh man, but no, I did want to point out too when Homeboy was getting whipped with the spike whip. And then he sang through it, didn't show no emotion through it, man. That's the part that was pissing him off. And I enjoyed that. Well, I didn't enjoy him getting whipped and shit with the spikes, but I enjoyed seeing them get pissed off at the fact that he didn't show any emotion when that was happening. And I know that was a big thing back when my ancestors was getting whipped too. That was one of the things they instilled in a lot of people, which is why a lot of men try not to show too much emotion as well nowadays.
Also saw why some niggas get to screaming when the cops get on them too.
Damn.
wow. Okay. Change.
Damn. That's like a hard left.
Let's move on. So
I can't argue with you.
Hey, bro,
Damn.
hey, bro, it's in the name. Sorry,
Mike.
word. I'm trying to go home. It's
Mike, you straight up pulled the emergency brake and did the whole you scared. God damn it. Hold on. Let's take it back this way.
That's
All
the
right.
equivalent of like divulging who's fucking who at the family reunion. Like
Damn.
right at dinner. Like
I don't think that analogy works.
I think it
man.
works.
No.
You doing soul food in this motherfucker?
That's exactly what I was thinking about too. I'm hungry, bro. Y'all see me trying to eat this little meal on the side? Like,
Well, we see it. I don't know why you think the mute button mute your goddamn camera, but yeah, motherfucker, we see it.
all right. You know what? Fuck y'all.
No, shout out to the director and the writers definitely on this. They did dope.
They did it. It was
one scene that I want to point out is like, if for nothing else, man, back to that fight scene in the castle or the White House or wherever it was in that lawn. When the gates open and they catch that freeze frame of everybody hopping out of the crates, dude, I was just beautiful. Like, and it makes me look.
You mean with all the animals?
Yeah, man. Like that shit was just.
Okay.
It was fucking majestic.
It tied in that very first scene with the tiger chasing him and stuff and everything.
Exactly. And he said, and him saying to the tiger is like, I'm capturing you for my own purpose. Please forgive me. Like, to make a callback 2 hours later, make the scene that impactful that people immediately reference it. Come on. Like, I think about
great story, right,
dude, and then I think about Last Days of Crime in America. I'm just pissed off. I'm just fucking pissed off. Like,
I wasn't gonna bring none of that shit up. All right, I wasn't gonna bring none of that shit up. Real talk.
Oh man,
I was adjusting my hat, and I ain't even got a hat on in this episode. This is ridiculous.
Oh man.
Hey man.
Oh, back to the Murray's can.
Ooh, that's the other thing too. Murray been helping nappy heads out like for years now.
I mean, is this where the term "sand nigga" come from? I'm just
absolutely. It's not even up for debate.
Not even question.
And that one is one.
When they slicked that head back off that Murray's, bro, and came out, like it reminded me of that scene with Spike Lee and Denzel and X.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they got that hair laid down. came out in them suits.
Brethren.
I was like, they go.
Hey, that shit held up in them dance scenes though, because that shit, that motherfucker had his own beat.
The one spot that didn't get in.
No.
The one spot that didn't get in.
No.
That motherfucking hair was going like a church fan up top, man.
Like a church fan. Wow. Yeah, no. I mean, I agree.
Nah, bro. I was out last night. I went to see Wayne and shit. And I was in there dapping some of the ones I seen in there, bro. I was like, I felt it made me feel a little bit more connected with them. You get what I'm saying? I felt the struggle. I felt everything, bro. I was good everywhere in that mug, man. I had a blast.
Oh my God.
So who you lean with more? Whose style? Rom or Bahim?
Oh, I'm Bahim.
Good question.
I'm Bahim.
Good question.
My shit is just nappy, B. Like, you could lay down the sides a little bit, but like...
No, I'm talking like just the whole style, their fighting style as far as how they went about bucking the system.
Oh, okay. Obviously, I'm Raju. I'm obviously that. Like, it's infiltrate.
That is a good question.
I'm 100% Raju. I'm gonna... Mel, bro, don't make it like some like, oh, because you sell out yourself. But like still,
I didn't say that.
But your face said a lot.
I face said a lot.
And we're gonna talk about that face when I see you next time. You know what you did. But it's funny.
So you say you more Sita Rrrambo Raju.
He Ram.
I'm Rrrambo Raju.
He rolling with Ram.
Okay.
I see myself more as Bahim.
But isn't Bahim a little selfish?
No, I see you more as Rom.
That's what I'm saying. You're not. Yeah.
I see you as more as Rom.
Bahim, righteous it may be, it's still a selfish cause.
Oh yeah,
it's still a selfish cause. So I don't see you as a selfish kind of dude. I know I am.
They both kind
of. Well, you know what? When you say it in that regard, I wasn't thinking of Bahim in the selfish regard.
Oh,
I was just thinking more so military versus tribal.
Okay.
That's how I was breaking it.
And that's probably why you said Bahim, because you're more tribal than military, Lamel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I kind of got. Might have to agree with Lamel, and I think I might be more Bahim too, just because I just do not get along with the system.
I'm a company man. I know I'm a company man. But for me, I was always more Thurgood Marshall than Malcolm or Mark.
I think Mike is more at the end of the damn scene when they both on top of each other.
He's
with the damn like.
Wait, yo, pause.
Mike is the combination.
Yo. In the podcast. In it right now. How do we...
Motherfuckers, if y'all saw the movie, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, goddammit.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad he cleaned it up. It sounded crazy.
I'm a boy like that. What are you doing?
Y'all motherfuckers. Mike is more of a combination, I would say.
I mean, I think a lot of us are by nature. Mm-hmm. Like you're more, like spiritually or not, you have a moral compass, and that at times, if more often than not, is going to conflict as you go through society, and it's how you handle that shit. On a day-to-day basis, the conflicts are smaller. You're not fighting for freedom. You're not fighting for the right to not be called a dog and slapped about your day.
And then you just run through like strength of a bear. God damn it.
But the concept remains the same, right?
Tiger Claw! Raw, motherfucker! Wow, just own it.
Wow, he's an adult. That's the crazy part about it. He's an adult and he has children. That means there's a whole generation of this coming.
Straight up, man. God damn it, that motherfucker and them squats was on point. Like I was like, God damn,
man, everything made me feel fat.
I do not want to get kicked by that motherfucker right there. That motherfucker was squatting a whole human being on this show.
Before we move, oh shit, we're still at the look at me. We need to move on, but I just want to give a shout out to, in addition to the guy that was working the strings, the fan dude the guy that's like working the wind blowing machine. You, sir, are very talented.
You are the father. You are not the father.
You got one, Mel?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Tekken
Okay.
meets Stomp the Yard.
All right. I had Mortal Kombat. I had Mortal Kombat meets Life of Pi.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I had The Matrix meets La La Land.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. I had Slumdog Millionaire.
I knew you was going there.
Yeah, meets Black Panther.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
Okay,
a bomb one. Yeah.
I got Fight Club
Okay.
meets Magic Mike.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I got yo. I got Grease meets Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I got
Fix your face, Jay. That's a good one, dog.
That is a good one. I got Elysium. Elysium meets Footloose.
Footloose. Yo, okay. I got You Got Served.
Damn.
Mixed with Say the Last Dance.
Say the Last Dance. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
all right, hold on.
Oh shit.
All
What's
right,
wrong?
I got one. If this is the way we're going, this is Uptown Boogaloo.
You mean Electric Boogaloo?
Boogaloo.
This nigga said Uptown Boogaloo.
I know y'all black people always had Uptown in some shit, but Electric Boogaloo
Oh my God.
meets a Parent Trap.
Okay.
All right. This is Spook Who Sat by the Door
Uh-huh.
meets Dance Fever.
Oh. That's a good one. This is Breaking meets Step Up.
I don't really have one. My head always look cocked to the wrong side. Is there a right side? My head feels weird.
Damn it.
Edit that. Edit all of that. All of it. Take it out. Take it out.
Leave it in.
Leave it in. What was I talking about?
I don't know. I was looking up Serendipity.
Oh, this is Graffiti mixed with This Is It.
All right. This is next topic.
Oh, I thought that was the movie. Oh, my bad.
I hate the love child.
I can't stand it. Oh, man. So what I'm horrible at. All right, mine rename is Foot Bottom.
Foot Bottom.
Foot Bottom.
Shit.
I got Vanda Mataram.
Oh, you went and look up some shit.
Yes, I did.
What does that mean, Lamel?
I don't know what it means, but they said it in the movie. When they was throwing up the fist, Vanda Mataram.
What if it means death to all Democrats?
Okay, fuck them motherfuckers.
Okay, what if it means death to all
What if it mean kill the bald?
Kill the who?
The bald.
Yeah, I got him. You got him.
If you don't get your George Jefferson head ass out of here, you're moving on up back. Ass out of here.
Okay, the Mayonnaise Militia.
The mayonnaise militia.
Jungle Fever, because that white
Let's
bitch
see.
had it. Is it really Jungle Fever if he's like a tribal man though? Like
That motherfucker was straight out the jungle for real.
Like that's a little accurate, right? Like it's not racial at that point.
No, it's totally racial.
Yeah, no, you said it.
Wait, no, no, we, Mike, we collectively as a unit.
The Pasty
No,
Palace.
this was a what'd you say, Mel?
The Pasty Palace.
All right. This was a mention from my girl. She said it should be called Real G's Moving Silence.
Like lasagna?
Yeah.
Like lasagna.
Lasagna. So curry lasagna?
But they sang everywhere.
No, they was moving in silence on their mission, though.
Yeah.
But they were singing.
Metaphorically, you done to done.
The hit.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes I swear he let us all know on the short bus, didn't
he? Yeah.
Dance Revolution.
All right. Dance Revolution. Good one. I like it.
Yeah,
That's that video game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
I really want to be accurate about it. I'm not gonna be that guy, but if you want to be accurate and like tell the truth and like be right, it's Dance Revolution. Not dance.
We should have like a flash right now that says hater alert. Hater alert. Hater
Warning.
alert.
Warning. Danger. Danger. Crack.
The big payback.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip leg day.
Yo, number one right there. Number one.
Yo.
Number one. Because they were doing some impossible shit, bro. Like homie ain't never had a pair of shoes ever. And like he was sturdy than motherfucker. Like Pop Smoke could never. Like, and that's to the God. Like, I'm just saying.
6 pounds.
Lot of strings. Strung along.
Strung along.
What about fuck your mission?
Rrrambo.
This is from my daddy.
Rrrambo.
Rrrambo.
Bajumbo.
Hey, I need 3 R's on that Rrrambo. Rrrambo.
Oh man.
When them motherfuckers light them shits on fire, that's all I could think of. I was like, God damn.
That still was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Was when he like
punks jump up to get beat down.
Damn. That is true. They jumped up and got beat down. 6 pounds.
Fight the power.
Sunset. Because that was the end of the British Empire. The sun never sets on the British Empire. So, sunset.
That's cute.
You what? Where's the hater alert? Hater alert.
Right, yeah.
Right.
We got the flash. We got it.
Danger.
Flash on the screen.
Danger.
We need it. Yeah.
Shit.
All right, man. Where we going with?
Oh man. Fuck.
Man, I had
No, what'd you say?
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip leg day. I like don't skip leg day.
Rrrambo.
I like Rrrambo.
Oh, with the R's?
Yeah,
Yes.
Rrrambo.
All right, got you. All right, I like that one too. So the official rename is going to be Rrrambo.
Yeah, rolling my Rrrambo.
Rrrambo.
Oh man,
this is gonna look retarded.
Did you have any renames?
The Bali Bromance.
God damn.
All right, you could have kept that, B. There was some heavy hitters this one. We had
The Bali Bromance.
The Bali bro, man.
We had some heavy hitters this one.
Jay must have had some good ones because he talking big shit.
I did, actually. I had a few. I went deep with it.
Oh,
I went deep with it, and I went comical. My shit is live. You're gonna have to listen back because it's a genius mind. Once it's out, I can't reel it back in. Like I can't bring it back. I don't remember this shit. Why is my hat always like improperly?
You on your whole shit.
not the hat, it's the head.
Yo, thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. This has been the True Group Podcast.
Oh, goddamn, man.
Oh, God.
What was the official score, man?
Official score for this one's going to be a 4, but when I tell you...
Put a slap on it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the most slapper of a 4 I've ever seen. I can say
This
that.
was, man. It was very high scored for.
It's been a while. Now, here's the sad thing. I'm not watching this again. Like,
I will.
This is rewatchable for me.
Oh, yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
definitely will. Yeah.
Go ahead.
man.
Yeah, hit it, though.
No,
Rewatchability recommendations?
recommend, yes. But I just don't see, I think like my investment and like the roller coaster of emotions that it brings to me, I've endured it. I'm good. But I definitely would sit with it through someone like that's watching. I wouldn't ask to turn it off. I would sit through it again, but I wouldn't seek it out myself.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyone else?
That's an interesting take because you was one of the guys that gave it a high score as well.
Yeah, just a matter of endurance, me.
Okay.
Just a matter of
What about you, so?
Oh yeah, that's it has run back ability. Damn it. Definitely see myself watching it again. Even though, you know what I'm saying, like I said earlier, first take, I thought this shit was long as shit, but once I got through it, I appreciate it. It was pretty dope. Definitely something to get the creative juices flowing, like I like doing too. So, yes, sir.
Yeah, this is certainly in that rewatchability category for me. But I understand where you're coming from, Jay. So I'm not mad at your take because it's in that rewatchability category with the Forrest Gumps, the Titanic,
the
Bravehearts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Them long joints. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah,
and I wouldn't
the Godfather has rewatchability, but you're not doing it every week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You may not be seeking it out, but if it's on TBS, you got something to do now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. No, it's certainly in that category, and I could see myself going back to it just because of the story it told and the fullness of everything that you get from the movie in general. And I'm not super cultured in the Bollywood films. I can't say that I am, but this was a very palatable introduction to it. If this is what a lot of their movies are produced like, I can see myself welcoming to watch another one. You know, I say that, and it's definitely a recommend. So, I would put a lot of people on with this one because I think it's under the radar, even as popular as it is. Like you say, there's 1 billion people over there alone, so it could be popular and not even touch our surface over here. So.
Man, no, I'm right with you, Mike. Man, this is definitely have high rewatchability for me. Just the pure entertainment and the absurdity of what was going on as far as how they went about executing different stunts and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I don't think it goes off the same without the fantasy.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite aspects of the whole thing was the fantasy.
The Crouching Tiger part.
Man,
of it. Yeah, this is Crouching Tiger mixed with Apocalypto.
But to me,
Man, look, he's still throwing out the love child.
Isn't that what?
Well, Jay cut us off, so I mean,
He did. Jay did cut us off. Is my hat crooked? No, man.
But I mean, isn't that what our old '90s movies were, dude? Like we used to watch Steven Seagal.
Who is Seagal? What is that?
Seagull?
Oh,
Steven Seagal beat up people with one hand and eating a cheeseburger.
You done stumped on all the roses I threw earlier.
he could do
It was a different word.
No, man, that recommendation is very high. Like, I'm definitely gonna be telling people about this, man, and just.
This is a 5 out of 5 recommendation. Definitely.
Oh my gosh, no, man. All in all, great movie. Like, check this shit out for real. If you haven't, which y'all should have already, but another thing y'all motherfuckers can go check out is TrueViewPodcast.com. It's TrueView Podcast, TRUVUE Podcast.com, where you can find everything True View Podcast. And thank you for riding with us on the YouTube. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications, hit the subscribe button, hit a like as well. And then go ahead and share us with somebody, man. Help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold Black Pod down. That's True View Podcast. You know what it is.
Man, and while y'all at it, y'all might as well go get Venti Vibes over at Venti Vibes, goddammit. You can find Venti Vibes on Instagram, Facebook, and the website, VINTYVIBEZ.com. Hit us up, man.
Well,
Pew, 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 pew.
pew, pew. I think that's another one in the books, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
You know what we always saying?
Go watch some shit.
True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. The hell was that?
You're